Hello friends, Thor Diecow talking at you once again. Welcome back to another edition of This Week on Blu-ray and DVD. Got a couple of things in store for you. We start with the comedy Get Hard. Yes, Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart. And on paper, this looks like it should have been Comedy of the Year. Unfortunately, most of the gags strike out thanks to some shoddy writing and frankly, some racially oversensitive material and often misogynistic and homophobic jokes. Will Ferrell plays a millionaire hedge fund manager nailed for fraud, bound for a stretch at San Quentin. The judge gives him 30 days to get his affairs in order. To prep himself for life behind bars, he enlists the help of that gentleman there, Kevin Hart, and despite him thinking that he's been to prison and he's all hardcore, Kevin Hart's character is a business owner who's never even received a parking lot. So he pretends to be all sort of tough and gangsta while he's navigating Will Ferrell for life in the big house. Most of the gags, as I say, struck out, so this one was a big disappointment. But a comedy that was great and one of my favorites of the year so far was Noah Baumbach's While We're Young. A great look at the generation gap between young kids today who consider themselves sometimes hipsters and the aging boomers, as it were, or the people that sort of grew up in the 80s that are now finding that life's slowing down a little bit for them. So it looks at Ben Stiller and Naomi Watts. They play a middle-aged couple, and their career and their marriage overturn when a disarming young couple enters their lives. That's where you get Amanda Seyfried, and you know what? This is a great movie full of awesome characters, great writing, genuinely funny, and just a bit of pathos mixed in with it. So it'll make you sort of think about, these aspects and these issues that it brings up. And got some scene-stealing work from a lot of great actors in this one. So I totally recommend this. One of my favorite comedies of the year so far. Next, we're talking The Gunman. Sean Penn is back in one of the worst movies of the year. So we're going from good to bad, because he plays a sniper on a mercenary assassination team, kills a high-profile member of the Congo government, and then he goes into hiding, but years later he becomes the target of a hit squad himself. Yeah, this has cliched mess written all over it. You got Idris Elba and Javier Bardem in it. First of all, Idris Elba is barely in the film, and Javier Bardem just plays one of these scenery-chewing bad guys who's just got nothing but pithy one-liners. And Sean Penn, he does okay, and he's got the sort of, typical shirtless scenes where he's all jacked up, but I don't know, this one for me was a barrage of cliches that we've seen in these kind of movies for years to come. Pierre Morel is the director. He gave us Taken, so that gives you sort of an idea of where they're coming from this one. You definitely want to give The Gunman a pass. And we'll leave it out with some very cool news from Best Buy. Get a load of this. Just in time for Terminator Genesis, you get the Mondo Steelbook edition of Terminator 2. And Mondo is a group of artists who create printed posters, screen-printed posters for iconic films and TV shows. They've collaborated with Best Buy to provide limited edition Steelbook Blu-ray titles. You got the metal covers, stunning Mondo artwork, and variant versions that are hand-numbered and signed by the artist. You can get the Terminator 2 version right now. That is out at Best Buy Canada, bestbuy.ca. Stunning work, and a lot of them are actually signed by the artists themselves. So don't forget, you can get that this week starting June 30th. Gorgeous. And speaking of Mondo, you can also get Pan's Labyrinth, the classic from Guillermo del Toro, his epic fantasy horror. That gets the Mondo treatment as well from Best Buy. So check that out if you like these films and you like collector's editions, because it's got beautiful packaging with that steelbook. And if you look at the inside, it shows you just the gorgeous packaging with this film. So if you're a collector and a lover of these movies and you want to get some nice hard copy editions for your Blu-ray collection, don't forget, you can get those at Best Buy in-store or bestbuy.ca. T2 and Pan's Labyrinth. They have a whole host of other ones as well that are available, so check out their titles right now. That's it, people. I'm Thor Diecow. It's This Week on Blu-ray and DVD. Catch me on Twitter at Thor Diecow. And we'll see you next week on breakfasttelevision.ca.